Hello, and welcome back. We will be continuing from where we left off. So the next one is the T, and the T stands for transparency. At Nest Factory, transparency means that we communicate openly and honestly always. It's the foundation upon which trust is built. Transparency means sharing the full picture, celebrating the big wins, yes, but also being honest about the tough challenges, the things that didn't go as planned, and the areas where we need to improve. It's how we remain accountable to each other, to our partners, and to the millions of Africans who depend on our work. Transparency is not about oversharing or blaming. It's about clarity, it's about honesty and mutual respect. Transparency builds alignment, it strengthens collaboration, and it keeps us grounded in truth, even when it's uncomfortable. And how do we live transparency daily? At Nest Factory, we believe that clarity creates confidence, and here is what transparency looks like in practice. First, it is open communication. You keep your teammates updated on your progress, even when the task is delayed. You don't hide information. You share it early so that the team can make adjustments if they need to. It is honest reporting. You present facts as they are, not exaggerated, not sugar-coated, not saying what people want to hear. Whether it's the metrics, whether it's budget, or whether it's program outcomes, our reports should reflect reality. Constructive feedback. You give and receive feedback openly and respectfully, knowing it's meant to build and not break. Then it is shared accountability. When we make decisions, we document them clearly so everyone understands the why. No hidden agenda and no surprises. It is visible learning. When something doesn't work, we talk about it, we extract lessons, and we improve and grow together. Okay, so I would like to speak to you briefly about transparency mindset. Call it the ask, share, and clarify. And being transparent also means asking questions and inviting clarity. And here are the kind of questions that you ask. You say things like, here is what I understand. Is that correct? Can we walk through the reason behind this decision? This part isn't clear to me. Can we align before moving forward? I made a mistake here. Here's what I'm doing to fix it. You see those simple moments of honesty? They are what strengthens our culture. In simple terms, transparency keeps us honest, united, and trusted. It's not just something we do, it is who we are. When we communicate openly and truthfully, we create a workplace where trust flows freely, where collaboration deepens, and where accountability becomes second nature. That's how we stay true to our mission and to the people that we serve. The next one is the E, and the E there stands for excellence and empathy. At Nest Factory, we believe that you must lead with the heart. Our work is profoundly human. Whether you are designing a job placement program in Addis Ababa or skinning up a young lady in Abidjan, empathy is the force that connects us to the people that we serve. It's about truly understanding their struggles, understanding their dreams, and their daily realities, and letting that understanding shape every solution that we design. Empathy turns good work into transformative impact. But empathy alone isn't just enough. It must be paired with excellence. Because when we feel deeply and deliver superbly, we create change that lasts. Excellence is how we honor the trust that governments, our partners, and that our communities place in us. We don't just complete projects, we set standards. We raise the bar very high, every single time. And you know why this matters? A lack of excellence and empathy is at the root of many of the problems that we see across our continent today. When empathy is missing, people make decisions without understanding the real lives affected by them. When excellence is missing, we settle for mediocrity, and mediocrity compounds over time. And that's why we have roads that fall apart after one rainy season on the continent. That's why we have airports without air conditioners that don't work. And that's why we have hospitals without the appropriate drugs and equipment. That's why project looks good on paper, but fail to touch real lives because it lacks excellence. Somewhere along the line, someone stopped caring deeply and someone else stopped striving to do things well. At Nest Factory, we refuse to be a part of that story. We lead with empathy, so we understand the people behind the data, and we deliver with excellence, so our work stands tall anywhere in the world. Empathy shows up in how we work, how we speak, and how we listen. It's in the tone of your email, the way you respond to teammates, and how you treat people behind every number or behind every report. For you to be empathetic, you need to listen deeply. You need to take time to understand before reacting. Whether it's to a teammate struggling with a deadline or to a beneficiary facing real challenges. Empathy is designing with people, not designing for them. You ask, how does this solution make their life better? Instead of how fast can we deliver it? Empathy is showing kindness in every communication. You remember that every message, every email, or every call involves a human being, not just a role. Empathy is seeing beyond the data. You remind yourself that every participant statistic represents a story, a family, and a future. And what does excellence look like? Excellence is how empathy becomes tangible. Excellence is in the quality of your work, your attention to detail, and your consistency. And how do you become excellent? How do we show excellence in our work today? You do this by pursuing mastery. You don't just meet expectations. You learn, you improve, innovate until your work speaks for itself. You become excellent by choosing quality over shortcuts. You take time to do things right, even when it's hard or inconvenient. Excellence is in the continuous improvement. You ask, how can I make this better? Not because someone told you to, but because it's who we are. Excellence is pride in delivery. You check your work twice. You make it clean. You make it clear and professional because it represents not just you, but the Nest Factory Company brand. And as I bring this to, as I tie this up, empathy is how we connect. Excellence is how we deliver. Together, they define how we lead. Lead with art, lead with skill, and with purpose. When we combine empathy with excellence, our work doesn't just reach people. It changes lives and redefines what's possible for Africa. So when you look at the first 5 values that we've spoken about, professionalism, respect, ownership, transparency, excellence, and empathy, you start to see a pattern. They are not just words, they are a way of being. Professionalism defines how we show up. Respect defines how we treat people. Ownership defines how we take responsibility for our work. Transparency defines how we build trust. And excellence with empathy defines how we lead and serve. Together, these values forms the heartbeat of Nest Factory Company. A culture where we don't just work for the results. We work with meaning. We are not just building programs. We are building people. We are building communities and the future of our continent. But all of this only becomes powerful when we do it together with the next C. The next C is commitment and collaboration. At Nest Factory, we believe great things are never built alone. Commitment is the fuel, and collaboration is the engine. Commitment means showing up fully, showing up consistently, and showing up wholeheartedly. It's doing what needs to be done, even when it's tough, even when it's inconvenient. It's sticking to the vision long after the excitement has worn off. Collaboration means bringing our unique strengths together to create something bigger than any one person could achieve. It's the spirit that says we win together. When you commit, you honor your word. You don't stop halfway or wait for someone else to carry the weight or to remind you. Commitment means following through. Commitment means consistency. Commitment means loyalty to the mission. Commitment is resilience. It means you don't give up when it gets hard. You adapt, you learn, and you push through till there is a result. Commitment is what transforms potential into progress. Commitment is what turns ordinary days into extraordinary impact. And then let's talk about collaboration for a minute. At Nest Factory, collaboration is how we multiply our impact. No one succeeds alone. We build, we transform, and we solve problems together. Collaboration means teamwork over ego. It means you listen to others, you value their input, and build on great ideas, no matter where they come from, regardless of their race or their tribe. Collaboration is information sharing. You keep others informed instead of working in isolation. You share updates, you share resources, and you share the lessons learned. Collaboration is cross-function partnership. You recognize that every department, from programs to finance to communications, plays a crucial role in our success, and you treat it as that. Collaboration is mutual support. You celebrate others' wins and step in to help when someone is struggling. When we collaborate, we move faster, we think smarter, and we deliver stronger results. And think about it. In real life, think about the impact of commitment and collaboration. A committed designer creates visions that inspires people. A committed trainer gives their all in every session. A committed operations officer ensures that everything runs smoothly. But when these people collaborate, when they share insights, when they share ideas and energy, magic happens. That's how we've been able to deliver programs that have reached hundreds of thousands across Africa. In simple terms, commitment keeps us grounded, collaboration keeps us growing. Together, they make Nest Factory not just a workplace, but a movement of people united by purpose, powered by teamwork, and driven by excellence. And then we look at the last one, which is the T. The T there stands for teamwork and accountability. At Nest Factory, teamwork and accountability, the added glue that holds everything together. We believe that success is never a solo achievement. If it was, I wouldn't bother to leave my room and to build a team. It's the result of people who collaborate, communicate, and commit to shared goals. The key word there is shared goals. Teamwork means that we win together. It's about working across functions, supporting each other, and recognizing that everyone, from programs to finance to operations, plays a critical role in our impact. When one person succeeds, the whole team advances. When challenges come, we pull together, not apart. Accountability is what keeps teamwork strong. It means taking ownership for results, not excuses. It's about being dependable, doing what you said you would do, delivering when you said you would, and communicating early when things change. In practice, what does this look like? It is showing up prepared and dependable for your teammates. It is owning both the wins and the mistakes and learning from both. It is giving and receiving feedback with respect and with grace. It is keeping your word even when no one is watching. And next factory, teamwork and accountability goes hand in hand. We collaborate openly and deliver reliably. That's how we maintain trust within our team, with our partners, and with the communities we serve. Because when we hold ourselves and each other accountable, we build a culture of excellence where everyone can thrive, contribute, and grow. In simple terms, teamwork keeps us united. Accountability keeps us strong. Together, they make Nest Factory not just a workplace, but a community. Community where we show up for one another and where we deliver on our promises and make prosperity common. So I believe that I've been able to expose you to the entire Protect framework. Now you know the principles that will guide every moment of your career and your journey here with us. Once again, thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Thank you.